Alright, it's door panel time. These are the original wooden panel inserts. Nearly 50 years old. This is a 76 model, so after a little bit of sanding and some loving, look at that. 50-year-old wood just come right back to life. I'm going to be doing the interior in black and gray, so I need to find a black stain, because I don't want to paint over that and lose the integrity of that wood grain. It's so nice and so old. So black stain it is, but yeah, I think it's gonna look good. That 50-year-old wood just bounced right back. One down, one to go. We'll see what they look like here in just a bit. Well, continuing on with door panels. So this door panel had a little boo-boo. I used some good old JB Weld plastic weld. It's down in there, but I don't know. We'll see how strong it is. Anywho, before I paint this, I'm gonna have to sand that off. The paint won't stick. This I'm not worried about. It'll be covered by those wooden panels. But alright, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna use, I don't know, some 100 grit, 120 grit, something like that. And we'll see if it wants to take it off. Yeah, that's coming off good. Okay, I'll finish getting that sanded up, and then we'll get this thing cleaned up and ready to paint. Well, it's pretty smooth. Looks ugly. Those scratches you really can't feel. You can see them, but hopefully the paint will cover it up. Again, I didn't worry about that, but you know, we'll see. I'm not a body guy, but I think that's going to be good enough. I kind of have a feeling we probably still see a light line right there even after I paint, but I guess we'll find out here in just a bit. Alright, let's paint. I'm going to use Rust-Oleum paint primer, stone gray with a satin finish. I'm out here in my 360 degree ventilated paint booth, also known as the driveway. So, yep, safety first, that's right. Alright, I'm just going to dust this. Just put a light coat down first. I'm really anxious to see how that repair right there turns out. It's hard to paint and hold a camera at the same time. For me, anyway. Alright, you get the idea. I'm going to keep doing that little by little. 2 or 3 minutes in between coats. It's going to dry pretty fast. And then I'll get you back in here when it's all done. Okay, so that's not the best. But I think what I'll do is just, tell everybody my 7-year-old did it, and then they'll be like, huh, kid did a pretty good job. And then I can come back and fix it later. Probably not. Other than that, I think the rest of it looks pretty good. Oh, it's bright. The sun is so bright. Maybe right there. There you go. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Once we get the wood inserts in, I think these panels are going to look pretty sharp. I know some of the purists are probably not a big fan of me painting and staining and changing the look of it. And I get it, but gotta do what makes you happy. So, panels looking good, coming together. We're gonna get the wood done and get in these and see what they really look like. Alright. Till then. Still doing interiors. We got a lot of these plastic pieces we gotta get those painted on, right? Rebuilding, restoring. Just gonna dust it. Y'all know how to do this. Alright, you don't want to see me do this the whole time, so alright, we'll be back when all the plastic trim is pretty. Paint booth is empty. Got everything in the drying booth now. Sure. I think they look pretty good. I'm happy with the color. We didn't have any runs or bubbles or cracks. It's as good as the condition of the plastic door card. So, I like it. All the trim pieces are done. Everything looks good. Now we just need to finish up staining those wood pieces, the wood inserts. Maybe we can get a door put back together. Alright. Fade to black. Well, I didn't get it recorded when I was staining these pieces of wood. Sorry about that. But here's how I did it. I know a lot of people will just get a rag and dab it in your stain and, you know, like that. And that works and that's great. But I wanted to try something different. It seemed like on this, I'm using black. It seemed like I kept taking black off and showing the color of the wood. So what I did was I just kind of propped these up over a big cardboard box. And then I put my stain in this spray bottle and just misted it until they were all nice and coated pretty even. It just soaked in. That turned out pretty good. Then I took some, 320 sandpaper, sanded them all, made it nice and pretty, and hit it with some clear coat. Just some regular spray, Rust-Oleum rattle can clear coat. And then we did some, what is this? 800 sandpaper. I just did some wet sand, just a little bit of water, just enough to get it wet. Took it off, dried it, sprayed it again with clear coat, and that's it. So clear coat, wet sand, clear coat, and that's it. I just wanted to protect this wood grain and not have it kind of rough, and if moisture or anybody touching it, oils and things getting into it, I just wanted to protect it. I wasn't so much going for a shine. So we just did a satin finish. Anyway, so they turned out pretty good. I mean, you can still see the wood grain in it, for the most part. Some of these got a little flat, but there you go. We do have a little bit of shine. I'm hoping that will kind of fade. But anyway, I think they turn out pretty good. We're going to get these all set back in the doors and see how it looks. Doors are done. Door cards anyway. Door cards, door panels, whatever you call it. Black wood, looks nice. The gray paint, great. I made an armrest pad. I left the black wood. Put a pad on top of it, gray vinyl. I like the look. Pretty sure an ashtray goes right there. I don't have that. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. There's where the window roller upper downy thingy goes. The bezel for the door handle, I polished that up with some 800 grit sandpaper, and I did a wet sand. I used an alcohol based hand sanitizer, and the alcohol seemed to clean like the smudgy kind of grimy off of it, the gel aspect of it. made it last longer. And of course the sandpaper took the roughness out. It polished up pretty good. So I was just kind of experimenting. I like the way it turned out. Rear door. I've done them both. They both look like that. Awesome. Here's the front door. Made a dash pad. Oh no, not dash pad. Arm pad. Armrest pad. Looks like I needed to pull that a little tighter. Also, the black is gone. Rear door has the black with a thin pad. Front door, no black wood, thicker pad. Couldn't decide which one I liked. I don't like that wrinkle, but couldn't decide which way, so I think I'm just going to do both fronts solid gray and both rears with the black wood showing. I like it both. So anyway, same thing on the door handle bezel. I think some kind of pocket something or another goes there. I'll figure it out. I'll probably do something of my own. Window roller up or downer thingy, and then I don't know what that is. Oh, remember the repair that we did? It looks okay. It's not fantastic, but I have a plan. Y'all know what the plan is. We're gonna get away with that. So there are the the door cards. They look good. I'm happy with them. We've got the trim all painted up as well. So I think all my plastic interior pieces are done. What's next? I don't know. Maybe we tackle that floor and see about cutting out some rockers and some floor pans and do some welding. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it, so I might wait till the very end and I have no choice. But as far as the doors, we're good to go.